Welcome to the 27th lecture on electrodynamics for a BSc semester 3 students. Today we begin the new chapter, the third chapter, which is magnetostatics. We begin magnetostatics for a BSc semester 3 physics main students. And the first question is, what is magnetic field? The region around a moving charge is called magnetic field. It is a region at which magnetic effect can be detected. The strength of magnetic field V is called the intensity of field. It is represented by magnetic intensity vector H. Unit of H is ampere meter is to minus 1. ഇപ്പോൾ ഒരു മൂവിങ് ചാർജിൻ്റെ ചുറ്റുമുള്ള പ്രദേശം സ്പേസ് അതിനെ മാഗ്നറ്റിക് ഫീൽഡ് എന്ന് പറയും. അവിടെ നമുക്ക് മാഗ്നറ്റിക് എഫക്റ്റ് കണ്ടുപിടിക്കാൻ പറ്റും. നമ്മൾ ഇലക്ട്രിക് ഫീൽഡ് പഠിച്ച പോലെ ഒരു സ്റ്റേഷണറി ചാർജ് അല്ലെങ്കിൽ മൂവിങ് ചാർജിന് ചുറ്റുമുള്ള സ്പേസാണ് ഇലക്ട്രിക് ഫീൽഡ്. എന്നാൽ മൂവിങ് ചാർജിന് ചുറ്റുമുള്ള പ്രദേശം കൂടിയാണ് മാഗ്നറ്റിക് ഫീൽഡ്. ദ സ്ട്രെങ്ത് ഓഫ് മാഗ്നറ്റിക് ഫീൽഡ് ബി റെപ്രസെൻറ്റഡ് ബൈ ദി വെക്ടർ എച്ച്. മാഗ്നറ്റിക് ഇൻറ്റൻസിറ്റി വെക്ടർ, ദ യൂണിറ്റ് ഓഫ് എച്ച് ഈസ് ആംപിയർ മീറ്റർ ഈസ് ടു minus 1. Now comes another definition, that is magnetic induction or flux density B. Magnetic induction or flux density B. It is the magnetic flux per unit area in a medium. That is phi is equal to B is equal to phi by A, where phi is the magnetic flux and A is the area. Again, phi is, we can write as B dot A on cross multiplying, or in integral notation we write as integral, surface integral B dot ds, where ds is small area vector. That is, in the magnetic flux we write as surface integral B dot ds. A similar expression we have seen in electrostatics, that is phi is equal to surface integral E dot ds. Here magnetic flux, phi is equal to surface integral B dot ds. Unit of B is Tesla or Weber meter is to minus 2. Unit of phi is Weber. Now comes another important definition, which is magnetization. I or M, any symbol you can write, capital I or capital M. It is also called intensity of magnetization. When we say magnetization, we can use symbol M, and when we say intensity of magnetization, we can use the symbol I. Both are same. It is the magnetic moment per unit volume. That is, I is equal to M by V, where M is the moment of a magnet having a volume V. അതായത് യൂണിറ്റ് വോളിയത്തിലുള്ള മാഗ്നറ്റിക് മൊമെൻറ്റിനെ വിളിക്കുന്ന പേരാണ് ഇൻറ്റൻസിറ്റി ഓഫ് മാഗ്നറ്റൈസേഷൻ ഓർ സിംപ്ലി മാഗ്നറ്റൈസേഷൻ. ഇത് പോളറൈസേഷൻ പോലുള്ള ഒരു ടേമായിട്ട് വേണമെങ്കിൽ കരുതാം. അപ്പോൾ അതിൻ്റെ യൂണിറ്റ് അതിൻ്റെ ഇക്വേഷൻ എം ബൈ വി എന്നാണ്. സ്മോൾ എം ബൈ വി, വെയർ സ്മോൾ എം ഈസ് ദി മൊമെൻറ്റ് ഓഫ് എ മാഗ്നറ്റ് ഹാവിങ് എ വോളിയം വി. യൂണിറ്റ് ഓഫ് എം ഓർ ഐ ഈസ് ആംപിയർ മീറ്റർ ഈസ് ടു minus 1. അതായത് എച്ച് ഫീൽഡിൻ്റെ എച്ച് ഇൻറ്റൻസിറ്റിയുടെ അതേ യൂണിറ്റ് തന്നെയാണ് മാഗ്നറ്റൈസേഷൻ്റെ യൂണിറ്റ്. Unit of M is ampere meter is to minus 1. Now another important equation or important short answer. BH and I are called, or BH and M, we can write as M. I can be also written as capital M. BH and I are called the three magnetic vectors. The relation between them is B equal to mu 0 into H plus I. So here we come across three magnetic vectors. What are three magnetic vectors? Three magnetic vectors are B is equal to mu 0 in three magnetic vectors are B, H and I. B is the magnetic flux density, H is the intensity of magnetic field, and I is the magnetization. And this is the relation connecting the three magnetic vectors. A similar equation we have studied in electrostatics, the relation between three electric vectors. What are the three electric vectors? They are capitally D and P. The relation is E is equal to epsilon 0 E plus P. There is no bracket. You compare this relation with the relation for three electric vectors. So now we have studied what are three electric vectors and also now what are the three magnetic vectors. Three magnetic vectors are also very important. And there is a unit equivalence. There is homogeneity unit in this equation. You check the correctness of the units. Unit of B, Weber meter raised to minus 2. Unit of mu 0, Henry meter raised to minus 1. Inside H and I have the same unit, ampere meter raised to minus 1 and ampere meter raised to minus 1. So cancelling common terms, we get Weber is Henry meter. So the unit Weber we can write as Henry meter, Henry into meter. So the important question is written here. What are the three magnetic vectors? Define them, give their relationship. The relationship is B is mu 0 into H plus I, or we can write mu 0 into H plus M, capital. Now we see the Lorentz force in magnetism, Lorentz force. And these things you have studied in your first class. So this can be considered as a revision, but important for our examination. Lorentz force. A charge at rest in a magnetic field does not experience any magnetic force, but when it moves, it experiences a force. This force is called Lorentz magnetic force or Lorentz magnetic field. അതായത് മൂവിങ് ചാർജ് ഒരു മാഗ്നറ്റിക് ഫീൽഡിൽ ഫോഴ്സ് എക്സ്പീരിയൻസ് ചെയ്യും. ആ ഫോഴ്സിനെ നമ്മൾ ലോറൻസ് ഫോഴ്സ് എന്ന് പറയും. അത് ഇക്വേഷൻ F is equal to Q into V cross B ആണ്. The Lorentz magnetic force we write as F is equal to Q into V cross B, where Q is charge, V is field, V is velocity, and B is the flux density of magnetic field. In an electric field, the force on the charge we have studied, it is F is QE. E is the electric field intensity. And another important step, the combined force, the combined Lorentz force, now we write. In a region of combined field, that is both electric field and magnetic field present, we write a total force F is equal to QE plus Q into V cross B. B is velocity. We can take a Q as a common factor. F is equal to Q into E plus V cross B. This is the Lorentz force. The first term in the RHS is Lorentz electrical force. The second term in the RHS is Lorentz magnetic force. And this equation F is equal to Q into E plus V cross B is called Lorentz force. Explain Lorentz force. Very, very important question. Now you study another law that is also from your first class, important. Biot-Savart law. Biot, we write as Biot-Savart law. ഒരു കറണ്ട് ക്യാരിങ് കണ്ടക്ടറിൻ്റെ സമീപത്തുള്ള ഫീൽഡ് കാണുന്ന ലോയാണ് ബയോസാവർട്ട് ലോ. ദിസ് ലോ ഈസ് യൂസ്ഡ് ടു ഡിറ്റർമിൻ ദി മാഗ്നറ്റിക് ഫ്ലക്സ് ഡെൻസിറ്റി നിയർ എ കറണ്ട് ക്യാരിങ് കണ്ടക്ടർ. പടം നോക്കുക. എ ബി കണ്ടക്ടർ, OP is a line joining point and the conductor. P is not given. And O is this point where we determine field. The length of conductor is dl, a very small length. The current I passes. The current I passes through the conductor, and the current is shown. Theta is the angle between conductor and the line joining. The conductor and the point. R is distance. Then what is Biot-Savart law? You try to remember. This is the law. The flux density of magnetic field produced at a point due to current carrying conductor is 1 directly proportional to length of strength of current I, directly proportional to length of conductor dl, directly proportional to sin theta, and inversely proportional to square of the distance r. And I think these steps need no explanation, that you know. Mathematically, the above statements we write in the form of an equation dV proportional to ideal sin theta by r square. And proportionality we replace by equal to constant dV equal to mu 4 pi ideal sin theta by r square. Equation 1. And this is the Biot-Savart law. All the terms, all the four steps are included in a single equation. In vector notation, the above relation we write as dV is equal to, that is vector. Just above dV you can put a bar. dV is equal to mu 0 by 4 pi I dl cross r by r square. Here dl is also vector. R cap is a unit vector. And you expand it. A cross B is modulus A modulus B sin theta. So here it is dl into 1 into sin theta. So we get equation 1. dV is equal to mu 0 by 4 pi ideal sin theta I dl sin theta by r square. So in the vector form, dB is vector, dl is vector. dB vector is equal to mu 0 by 4 pi I into dl vector cross r cap by r square. The direction of dB is that of vector dl cross r. dl is vector. dlൻ്റെയും r ക്യാപ്പിൻ്റെയും ഡയറക്ഷൻ എങ്ങോട്ടാണോ അങ്ങോട്ടാണ് ഈ dB പ്രവർത്തിക്കുക. The total magnetic induction or total flux density B is integral dB means 0 by 4 pi integral I into dl cross r by r square. The question is state and explain by Biot-Savart law. It is important. You study it. And that is all with our 27th lecture on electrodynamics. That is magnetostatics now. That is all. Thank you very much.